Hi guys! Today I'm thinking about the cost of living in European countries. If you are considering moving to another country in Europe to take advantage of an income from your home country, from, for example, a state or workplace pension, property or stocks, the following table shows a comparison of countries starting from the lowest cost of living at the top. Some of the countries listed you may not think of as being obvious European countries, but technically they are all within the boundaries of Europe, or at least part of them. The countries within Europe where you can live for under $1,000 per month or less, which is around £750 per month, are highlighted in yellow. The cost is also shown in pounds and euros. The population of the country is also shown, as this may be a factor in your choice, as you may not wish to emigrate to a country with a small population. Or some of us will want the other way round and purposefully choose a country with a smaller population to escape the rat race. Also shown is the quality of life score, which is based on factors like living a long and healthy life, access to knowledge in terms of education, and a decent standard of living. A survey was conducted of countries with the most pleasant weather. These are shown in the next column, with the lowest number being the most pleasant. And the last column in the table is the percentage of English speakers. The countries with a proficiency of English higher than 50% have been highlighted in green. The proficiency of English in Europe is extremely high, with some countries having a percentage of English speakers at the same level of the UK itself. Whilst you may have a general idea of the difference in cost of living in the European continent, the cost of living in some of these countries may surprise you. So just on the spreadsheet here, so the first column is the country, the second column is the cost of living per month for a single person in dollars, then in pounds, then in euros, and we have the population of the country, the quality of life score out of 100, the best weather ranking, and the percentage of English speakers in the country. So Kosovo is the cheapest country in Europe with a cost of living of $526 in dollar per month and $395 in pound, which is $452 in euro. And Kosovo has 54% of people speaking English. And then we have Ukraine, which has a quality of life score of only 50 out of 100 and 51% of English speakers. We then have Azerbaijan with 50 out of 100 for quality of life, and also Moldova with 50 out of 100. And the rest of the countries on the list where you can live for a cost of living less than $1,000 per month are Kosovo, Ukraine, Belarus, Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan, North Macedonia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Moldova, Turkey, Georgia, Romania, and Russia. And Russia has the worst ranking out of the whole survey for weather, with a score of 89. So as we go down the table and the cost of living increases, we have Bulgaria at a cost of living of $764 in pound per month. We then have Armenia at $803, and in Serbia there's 55% of people speaking English. Vatican City has a cost of living of £900 per month and 56% of people speaking English. And in Greece they have the best weather in the world with a ranking of 1 and 51% of people speaking English. And in San Marino, the cost of living is 1019 in pound per month. In Portugal, the cost of living is £1,110 per month, and the weather ranking is 2, so just behind Greece. And in Estonia, we have 50% of people speaking English, and 51% in the Czech Republic, 59% in Slovenia, and in Spain, the cost of living is £1,231 per month, with a weather ranking of 4. And then we have Italy with a weather ranking of 3. And in Finland, there's 70% of people speaking English, and 75% in Cyprus. And in Malta, the cost of living is £1,295 per month, with 88% of people speaking English. And in France, 57% of people speaking English, 56% English in Germany, 59% in Belgium, and 89% in Sweden. In Andorra, the cost of living is £1,409 per month. And in Austria, 73% of people speaking English, with a cost of living of £1,529 per month. And in Denmark, 86% English, 87% English in Norway, and Netherlands, £1,816 per month, with 91% English and 98% English in the UK itself, 98% in Ireland, 57% in Luxembourg, and the cost of living in Luxembourg is £2,068 per month. And in Iceland, the cost of living is £2,400 per month, with 98% English, which is the same as the UK itself. And in Switzerland, the quality of life score is the best in the world, with 100 out of 100 and 61% English. And then we have Monaco, which is the most expensive country in Europe and also in the world, with a cost of living of $6,944 per month, which is £5,208 per month, which is €5,972 per month. So the outcome is that Kosovo is the cheapest country in Europe, with a cost of living of $526 per month, which is £295 or €452. The most expensive country in Europe is also the most expensive country in the world, which is Monaco, with a cost of living of $6,944 per month, which is £5,208 or €5,972 per month. The countries with the lowest quality of life scores are Ukraine, Azerbaijan and Moldova, with 50 out of 100. The country with the highest quality of life score is Switzerland, with a score of 100. The country that is ranked with the best weather is Greece, which was ranked as number 1 and has the best weather in the world. The country which was ranked as having the worst weather on the list is Russia, with 89. So the conclusion is that if you are looking for a country to travel to in Europe, or even relocate to, there is a broad range of cost of living between $526 per month to a massive 6,944. And there is certainly some good weather to choose from, with the top 4 countries, Greece, Portugal, Italy and Spain, all being in Europe. Okay guys, that was the cost of living in European countries. I'll see you on the next one.